Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles, or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address. So please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at La Mer by Sujoyku. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Right, let's read the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, i.e. each row, column, and 3x3 region has to contain the digits from 1 to 9 once each. Region sum lines, box borders, divide the blue lines into segments with the same sum. Different lines may have different sums. Right, so the sum of these two is equal to the sum of these four is equal to the sum of these two, and so on and so forth. But the sum on this line doesn't necessarily have to be the same as what we have on that line or that line. Up to n sums. A clue outside the row or column n indicates the sum of all digits up to the cell that contains the digit n. The digit n itself is not included in the sum. Right, so this is column 6, and this is telling us that the sum of the digits before we encounter 6 should be 15. Okay. This is, did I say column? This is row 6, of course. This is column 3. So before we encounter 3 in this column, the sum of the digits should be 14. So this could be, for instance, 5, 9, and 3. Right? We don't count n itself. The digit n itself is not included in the sum. Right. Yeah. All right. That's it. A sip of tea, reset the time. So, where should I start? Those two look nice because this one has 5, so it's a minimum of 15, right? As in, if these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we get 15, which means that these are 6, 7, 8, and 9. Does that matter? Does that matter? We can't have 7 here though, can we? Then this is column 7, and this is telling us that before we see 7 we need 14, as in the digits should sum up to 14. But if this is 7, this would have to be 14, and well, we can't put 14 in one cell, so this isn't 7. But the same is in row 7 starting from the right, because we need 11 before we encounter 7, and if this is 7, well, we'd need to put 11 here. Right, what does that mean? Not much. We still can have 15, but we can as well have 17, right? So, right, so I definitely need a 9 here now. Does that matter? I don't know. I don't know. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. What does that mean? Because this is row number 9. So if this was 9, this would have to put 11 here. But in any case, where can I put 9? I can't put 9 on the line because the maximum here is 17. And if we have 9, then the minimum would be 19, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So there is no 9 here. Can't put 9 there because we definitely need a 9 here. Otherwise, this would be 14, not allowed. Right, so either we put a 9, well, can't put 9 here. So either one of these two has to be 9. Oh, right, but it's 11. This can't be 9. Right. This can't be 9 because if this is 9, the minimum would have to be, well, I would say 15, but actually it's 16 because this can't be 5. So we can't have 11 if that's 9. This can't be 9. So this one has to be 9. This isn't 9 anymore. So this has to be 15. And if that's 15, then these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 9, 6, right? To get 15, since we don't have 7. Right, and this would have to be then 4 or 3 to get 11, right? Before the 9. Right. So we're off. Get a 9. This deserves a sip of tea. Right. Right, I don't think I can do more with this, can I? Doesn't look like here. 7, 11. Well, this one has to be 7 then, right? Oh, it does, doesn't it? Well, it's obvious if this one is 7, then we're back to the 16 as a minimum. That's not allowed. So this has to be 7. This is, if this one is 7, then it breaks completely. So this has to be 7. And then this would be 2 or 5. And that would have to be 5 or 8. Does that... Ooh. Hold on. Is the 5 on the same... So 6, yeah, it's 5 on both. If this one is 6, then we would need a 5 to get 11. And if this one is 6, this would be 9, and we'd need another 5 to get to 14. So this one can't be 6, that's 9. That's 6, and the 6 would need an 8, and that's a 2. Right. Right. 7, 8, which means that that is 4. That's getting somewhere, right? That's a 6. This becomes an 8. Right. Right. Definitely need a 2 here then. Then this one isn't 2 either. What am I still missing here? Missing a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 5, right? Well, this isn't 4, so this would have to be 4. Well, one of them. So this one isn't 4. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Right. Let's have a look here now. So that's a minimum of 10. Right. So this is a minimum of 10. What can I actually deduce from those n sums? Only the probable position, right, of the digit n, right? Is there anything else? Don't think so. Well, I mean, sure, of course. What can I put as digits at the start? But that means that this can't be 2. But this one can be 2, and this would be 9. This one can be 2, and this would be 8. And this would be 1, and that would work. This one can't be 2 anymore, even though in theory we could have 1 plus something. But since this adds up to 10, that breaks the n sum, right? Because this would have to be a minimum of 10. Right, so one of those is 2, and if one of those is 2, then the other one has to be an 8. Right, but we still don't know which is which. Oh, well, we know because of this 8. I was going to say we don't know because this could still be 2, 8, 1, or it could be, well, it is 2, 8, 1, but otherwise it could be 8, 2, 9, right? And that would still work, but fine. Because of that 8, we know exactly that this is 2, 8, 1. Right. No, hold on. Why do we know that? Oh, no, I'm confusing myself. It's a minimum of 10. It's not 10. Right. Already hallucinating. Okay, but what's the maximum then? What's the maximum? because we already have a 2. So the maximum is 11. Oh, hold on. Was I correct by chance again? Well, at least I saw it, but I think I was lucky again. Because I think we can't put 9 here. That's a minimum of 10. So this has to be 2, 9 or 2, 8, right? But we can't have 2 and 9 because if this is 2 and that's 9, then, well, now it's even doubly so because we know where 9 is. So it is 2, 8. But what I wanted to say is that even if I could put 2 here and 9 there, that wouldn't work because before the 2 we need 9 and this would have to be 9 as well. So, right, okay. Well, at least now I can justify it and didn't just... for no particular reason think it was correct. Right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 10. Does that help? Not sure how that helps. This is 10 and this is, well, actually, what is this? Because this is 1. Then 9 could be on. Oh, all right. 9 couldn't be 2, 3, 4, right? I'm getting confused. This can't be 1. This could be 1 with a 9. That seems to be okay. This could be 1 with some combination of 2 digits. That could be 9. But if this is 1, this would have to be 2, 3, 4. And right, it works in theory, but it doesn't work now. So one of these is 1. Okay, that doesn't really help me though, does it? Because I still don't know what that is. I was going to say if this is 9 and this is 10, what happens? But we don't know that this is 9. 9, 1. Yeah. Seems to be okay. But in any case, right, I do know that there's a 1. Okay, all of those aren't 1 anymore. That helps. So this one is 1. This one isn't 1. Okay. How does that help? There are more clues. I'm just concentrating on the ones with the lines, but right. So this one is telling us where the 5 is, right? And what's the maximum we could have? And this could be 7, so this would be 5. This could be 5, and we would add up to 7. But this could be 5 in this case, right? 1, 2, 4 is still allowed. So all I know is I need a 5 here. That's not... And it's not useless, but it's not helping yet, is it? Right, what about in column number 6, row number 6? I need 15, so we have to start here, right? And then, well, it is 6, so this would have to be 7, 8. Ah, that's not allowed. Ah, that is interesting. So if this was 6, I would need those two to add up to 15. I can't have 9, 6 because I've used the 6. So the other option is 8, 7, and that's not allowed because this one can't be 8 or 7. So the 6 starts here. Right. And this is the maximum because 15 is 1 to 5. So I do need a 6 here. Well, actually, one of those is a 6. Mildly interesting. Mildly interesting. There are too many options though for 15, so I don't know if I can't even eliminate any digit, right? Yet. Okay. Right, let's look at the 14. Let's column 3. So it has to start here, right? Otherwise, this is 12. It has to start here. It's one of those, isn't it? Because there we already are in 15 territory. Well, no, actually, not even, because 3 is out, so this is 18. This would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Right, doesn't matter. That's the same thing, which means, okay, one of those is 3. But can this one be 3? I'm pretty sure it can, right? We don't need the 3 for that, yeah. Pretty sure that's allowed. Okay. So I know now that there's a 3 here. How can I use that? Oof. This one isn't 2. I'm not sure how I can use that. So this is a maximum of 19, but why is that interesting? The minimum is still 6. I don't know why that would be interesting. Oh. What am I missing? What am I missing? If this one is 1, what are my options here? 3, 6, and 4, 5, right? That's not problematic, is it? Doesn't look like it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I do need a 2 here. Is that useful? Doesn't look like it. It does not look like it. If this is 15, why would that matter? Not sure. Okay, and if this one is 3, this would have to be 14, so these would have to add up to 12. 5 and 7 are still an option, right? 12. 3 and 9 are gone, 4 and 8 are gone, but 5 and 7 are still available, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, and if this one is 3, that can't be an issue, right? Okay, we can't use 8 and 9, but why would we need those? 5 and 7, yeah. Why did I put 2 here? I have no idea. Oh, and I was putting these were still selected, I think. Right. One of these have to be the clue, right? One of these have to be the clue. What are my options here? I can't have 1, 9. Oh, I can't have 1, 9. It's that simple. I already said that, and It's that simple. Right, so that's 3, 6, or 4, 5. Right. This can't be 3 because this can't be 7. It can't be 4 either. So that's 5, 6. Oh, it can't have 5. Yeah. Yeah. That has to be an 8. And what are we missing here? We're missing 5, 7, and 9, right? This isn't 9. All right, so we do have 5 and 7. Of course we do, because it would have to work. But does that mean anything? Because, right, hold on. Let's see what are the options here still. 3, 4, and 6, right? This one isn't 4, but and this one isn't 7. 3, 4, or 6. So the 3 with 5, 7 is out of the question. It has to be this 3. Right. Right. So this one isn't 3 anymore. It's 4 or 6. How would that work then? 7, 2, 4 would give me 13. This would be 1. 7, 2, 6 is not allowed. 5, 2, 4 give me 11. This would be 3. That's not allowed. 5, 2, 6 would give me 13. This would be 1. Oh, right. That's interesting. That is interesting. Right, this is definitely adds up to 13. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Do need a 6 here. What am I missing here? Actually, still 5, well, 6, but not in all of them. 7 and 9, right? Right, this isn't 9. And this isn't 6, so this has to be 6. Huh. Right. Right. Okay, so now this is 4. So this is a maximum of 13 now. A maximum of 13. Still doesn't matter, right? If this is 6, I can still make these add up to 7, right? Looks like it. Looks like it. Can I have an 8 here? 8 to 13, I'd need 5. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Right. Right. So here we're missing 4, 5, 6, 7, right? This isn't 4 or 7. No. Oh, this isn't 6 because of the 6 here. Right, 4, 5, 4, 5, or 7. How is that going to help? As in, is there anything that doesn't work now to get 15? If that's 4, we'd need 11. I don't see a problem with that. If it's 7, we'd need an 8. That could be an issue. If it, well, alright, but we don't need a 6 here either. So I can't eliminate the 7. All I'm saying is if this is 6, this can't be 7, right? Because 8, well, we can't have 1 or 3, and 2 6 is not allowed either. So that wouldn't work. But, oh, right, this isn't 6. If I could just wake up, that would help. Right, so now I know these have to add up to 11, to 15. Right, so is 7 still allowed? 7 would need an 8. And this would have to be 1 then. And this would have to be 2, 5, I guess. That seems to be okay, actually. That seems to be okay. Right. So if this is a maximum of 13, this is a maximum of 7 now. I don't know if that helps, but this is a maximum of 7. This is a maximum of 7. Right. What's the minimum we could have now? 9, right? So this is a minimum of 5. Is that so? Can I have 1, 2 here? That seems like it. Oh, hold on. This couldn't be 5 either because I needed, this is, 5 was here somewhere, right? So this isn't 5. Oh, well, it isn't 3 either. Oh, right. So this one can't be 5 because 5 would need 1, 2, 4, and that's gone. So one of those are 5, which means that either this one is 7, still allowed, and if this one is 5, what could this be? It's not 2, 5. It's not 3, 4, so it has to be 1, 6. Is that an issue? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Did that change the dynamic here? Not really. Right, so this can't be 5. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there's no 7 or 8. This is 6 or 9. So this is either 10 or 13. If it's 10, then these would have to add up to 4. And we would get 1 and 3. Looks okay. And if it's 13, then this would have to add up to 7. Well, then we have lots of options. Okay. Okay. Right. A sip of tea. What's happening here? Did I eliminate the 7 already? It doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like it. 7 needed 1 and 2, 5 here. That doesn't look like a problem. 1, 2, 5. Get rid of 2, 5 here and the 1 there. I can still have 3, 4. 3, 4. Right. Yeah. Well, I can't. Oh, can I have 8 here? Probably. 7 would need this to be 1, 2, 4. 1, 4, 2. Still works, unfortunately. Does this one have to be 1? Do we need 1? I don't think so. No, we don't. Why would we? 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that okay? As long as this one is 3. But that adds up to 14 in any case. So, but in any case, we don't need 1 then, right? Do we? Why would we? No, I don't think so. Now I say that, and then I'm trying to figure out of one possibility without it, and I can't figure it out. Without 1, I mean. Because if we have 2 and 7, say 9, it would leave us with 6. I've already used the 2, so I need the 1. 2 plus 5 is 7, would need an 8. Right, but 2, 5, and 6 are gone, so we'd need 1, 7. 2 plus 4 is 6, would need a 9. 9. Yeah, wow. I do need a 1. Huh. 8, 7. Because of that 6 there. So even if we're using 3, we'd need 1, 7. I definitely need a 1 here. That's interesting. That is interesting. Right, so this is 1. This isn't 1 anymore, so we can't have 10 anymore. So this has to be 9. Five, 7, 9. Right, and this had to be now 13, so these have to add up to 7. So this can't be 4 or 2 anymore. It's 3 or 5. Right, and this has to be 14. I can't use 9 anymore. 4 would leave me with 10. I can use 7 or 8. No, can't have 7, so it would have to be 2, 8. And 5 would leave me with 11. Can't have 2, 9. Can't have 8, 3, so it has to be 7, 4 then. Was that useful? No. It was not. It was not. Well, I do have 2, 4. So this isn't 2 anymore. This is 2. It's 4, 2, 4. And this becomes a 3. Right. Right. I do need a 1 in. Oh, there's another place for 1. I'm not gonna get off that easy, right? This is 1, 2, 5. This could be 5. Right. Right. I'm missing a 3 here. Okay. Is this now useful? If this is 5, this would have to be 6, 1 still, but that still works, so no, it's not useful. And if it's 5, this would be 7. That's still acceptable. That is still acceptable. There is no 4 here, so that's 4. That is 4. Okay. What else? What else? Where have I not looked yet? Well, this is still doable. Oh, this one, of course. Now that we know that this is 11, this would have to be, this is 10, not 11. This would have to be 4. And if that is 4, then that's 2, that's 5, that's 7, 8. This would be 7, right? That's 6. Okay. I still need a 4 in box number 4, and I still need a 6 and an 8, right? Right. So what am I missing here still? 5? Is that it? Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. Okay. Didn't really help. Except this is 6 and this is 3. That helps. That helps. Right. What am I still missing here besides the 9? 8 and 4. See. So that's 9. That is 9. One of these is 9 still. Why is this not resolved? I'm still missing something. Maybe I have to look at that. No, this one is done. That's done, right? Yeah. Done. All of them are done. So I only still have the 7. Right, let's pencil mark over pencil mark. 5, 7, and 8, right? No, and 9. Is that correct? That looks like a lot of... No, it is correct, unfortunately. It is correct. Right, though... Why do I have the 5s there? Because of the 7, so this one isn't 5. This one isn't 5. Right, but the 5, 7 is still okay, and the 7, 6, 1 is still okay, 7 is still okay. Yeah, no, that didn't help me. That did not help me. 1, 1, 5, 2, 3, 4 we already have, 5 we have, 6, 7, oof, that's everywhere, and 8. Aha. Is this really 2, 3? Is this really, no, it's not 2, 3, this is 2, 5. 2, 5, 2, 3, is that correct? So this would have to be, oh, nothing, this is from 2, 3, 5, okay, or 2, 5. Okay, how is this going to help me? How is this going to help me? We can't have 8 here. That helps, right? We can't have 2 there because it's either 5 and then we need 6, 1, or it's 5 and this would be 7. So this isn't 7. This isn't 2. It's either 5 and 7 here, or 5 and this would be 6, 1. This isn't 1 either. This isn't 1 either. So this is the only place where we can have 1 in row number 5, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we know that this is in this format. 6, 7, 2, no 7s here. 9, 8, 7, right? Right. 9, 7, and then this should be finished, right? If it's not, it's because I'm not seeing it, which is exactly what's happening. Right. Last check on the n sums. 1, 8 before the 2, 9, 13, 14 before the 3, 7, 9, 14, 15 before the 6, 11 before the 9, 8, 6 is 14 before the 7, 11 before the 7, 7 before 5, and 9 before 1. Right, 10, 15, and those were 13. Right. Moment of truth. Yay! Well, this was really nice. I can do with more n sums puzzles, I think. I will look forward to them. I hope I didn't mess this one up, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please like and subscribe. Maybe share. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.